Hi, I'm back. I'm going to keep going with book number 2, and I'm going to do it the same way I did the last video. So I'm going to show you how to play it this time on the viola, and then at the end I will play through on the violin. So the teaching points are exactly the same. I'm going to start right at the beginning of book 2. So I'm going to do number 1, chorus from Judas Macabeus. If you play with the viola and you look at the key signature, there are no sharps, which means you're going to have squishy 2s. So you'll have a low 2 on the A string for a C natural. You have a low 2 on the D string for an F natural. If you look in the key signature for a violin player, you'll see 1 sharp. That still translates into a squishy 2 on the E string and a squishy 2 on the A string. So your top 2 strings have squishy 2s. All right. Right at the beginning is the trickiest part. We have a 2-beat note, see-through, so it's a see-through with a line attached to it. That's 2 beats, but the second note is a beat and a half because of the dot, and it's followed by a short note. So I'm going to play the first line for you. All right. So here we go. Chorus from Judas Macabeus. 1 1/2 squishy 2. So you'll see the last note in the line also has a dot after it. A dot equals half of whatever it used to be worth. So if the last note on the line was equal to 2 beats normally, and we add a dot to that, it's going to be 2 beats plus half of 2 beats. So it would become 3. The first note on the line that has a dot is colored in with a line. So that's a 1 beat note or a quarter note. So that would equal 1 beat plus half of 1 beat, or 1 1/2 beats. Okay, I said the beginning sounds kind of like Frosty the Snowman, if you're familiar with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead now, I'm going to play the first almost 2 lines, and you'll notice that most of it is scales, so it's not too bad. Just watch your squishies. Here we go, beginning. Squishy 2. 1, 2, 3, rest, circle, bow. And there was that beat and a half note again. Actually, and a dotted half note too. Okay, the next section, the next 4 measures is not too difficult. The problem that we have, or the only thing that you're going to run into, is the last note in the 4 measures, so measure 12, is going to be a high 2. In the viola part, it's naturally natural. It's 2 fingers on the G string. Naturally natural means 2 fingers stretched out to where the tape would be. Okay? On the violin part, measure 12 is a high 2 as well on the D string, but that's because the note is F, and in our key signature we had 1 sharp, and that sharp was F because fat cats go down and eat birds. So this next section, starting at measure 9. Squishy 2. High 2, or naturally natural. All right, now the very last part that is difficult is this next section. You will notice that for violas, it starts with an A, and violins, it starts with an E. But instead of playing your open A or your open E, they want you to use 4 fingers. They've marked that in the part. The reason they want you to use 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers, not on the A string or not on the E string, but on the string that's below that, the second string, is because the second note is a sharped 3. And if you played an open string, you would have to play from the top string to the next string, and then you would end up going back to it. So that would be 2 string crossings right in a row. They don't want that. So what you're going to set yourself up for is a 4, with a 3 that is higher than the tape or closer to your nose than the tape, and you're going to, those two are going to touch. Okay, so I'm starting at measure 13. Okay, so 4, high 3, then opening string. This is the trickiest part. Squishy 2. High 2. And I can actually stop there because this piece is a sandwich song. So when I say sandwich song, I know I've used this term before, but if you're not familiar with me or my teaching, a sandwich song is a song that has something the same at the top and the bottom. So we have bread on the top and bread on the bottom. Depending on your book, your edition, it's either the first 2 lines completely and the last 2 lines completely, or most of the first 2 lines. So it actually repeats exactly what you worked on. Okay, now I'm going to switch from viola to violin, and I'm going to play along, but it works for both of your instruments. All right, so here's all of Chorus from Judas Macabeus, and this time it's on the violin. Song number 1 from book 2. Okay, here we go. Squishy 2. Squishy 2. Squishy 2. Circle your bow, start with the down bow. Squishy 2. 1.5. Measure 9. Squishy 2. High 2. Use your 4, high 3. High 2. Good. Circle bow, here's your sandwich. Just like the beginning. Circle again. One and a half. Excellent. Okay, I hope you understand it.